When we get up in the morning, along with coffee, toast, and cake. If you're like the old Stone Roadie, you like to wake and bake. Now let's join Craig Reed and Griff Martin as we head out on the road. So sit right back and buckle right in. It's a Wake and Bake Morning Show. It's a Wake and Bake Morning Show. It's a Wake and Bake Morning Show. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Time to rise and shine. I'm Shelby Barrett, the Stoned for the Stoned Roadie Show, and it's time to Wake and Bake with Craig Reed and Griff Martin.
3, 2, 1. Podcast number 209. Wake and Bake, the Morning Buzz, episode number 88. Action. Alrighty then, fellow earthlings, looky here. This is the Stoned Roadie Show, Wake and Bake, the Morning Buzz, and it's Wednesday, August 14th, 2024, and it's a hump day, back to work hump day, and my name's Craig Reed, a.k.a. the Stoned Roadie, also known and on FakeBook as the most famous roadie that ever existed since the dinosaurs roamed the earth. And this is my co-host, the rocket scientist, Griff Martin. So what the heck are we going to talk about today here on this Wednesday morning on a hump day?
Yeah, we got a few things that we can jibber jabber about, and then we have a lot of comments talking about how you got denied going backstage, bunch on that. But to start with, didn't you find a donation from somebody, Craig?
Oh, yeah, I did.
That you didn't know you had?
James Smith. Yeah. When I was trying to get all these donations together, and I hadn't cashed any checks yet, or I just put them away in my folder there, and I was going through the checks that I had, and tallying them up with my sheet that I'm making up, and I saw that James Smith, I never made up one of these here sheets for you. You sent in a donation on July the 19th, and I just got you marked down as a donator and made up this sheet. So yeah, I found you, James Smith. So if you've been wondering why I didn't mention your name as a donator, well, I'm sorry, but I was late. But better late than never there, James Smith. So thank you very much, and I appreciate it. And I'm still getting calls of people saying they're gonna got his donation they're gonna send in, but I'm sure they'll get it sent in before I get everything tallied up the way things are working. I'm kind of like Griff. Every time I try to get something done, something gets in front of me. Man. I'm a little slower to rebound than Griff. I'm a few years older than Griff, so I'm a little bit slower. Of course, it's because I got that brain damage too. So I'm working.
I had a guy come over, Craig, and because my air conditioner's been on the fritz and it keeps leaking Freon out of the coil. So rather than sink a bunch of money into it, I'm getting a new one. And the guy, he came over to break me the bad news, and he's standing there talking to me, and a damn tree limb breaks out of the tree and hits the trunk of my car and puts a big old dent in it, and it scared the shit out of the technician. He wasn't a roadie. He was a technician. And, so I had a bad week, man. I had a bad week going, but I got a Freon charge. It's supposed to last me till Monday. So I'm doing all right now. Somebody, you shared something on Facebook, and somebody said, Craig, you need to do that, man. He's getting a lot of views, that Joey Bro.
Oh, God, that guy cracks me up. Well, he's got a lot of confidence in himself.
Yeah, he can't sing, though, huh?
people tell him you can't sing and you're tone deaf, and he just laughs at you're the one that's tone deaf. But he's getting into doing all goes fishing and caught some nice bass. I mean, and now he does the tapes. He's self-shaven and. He's
just having a good time and making money on it.
Oh yeah, he's got like 80,000 followers or something like that. He says, "Yeah, I'm famous, man."
He likes to dance. He's like dancing and juking and
God!
And then you're waiting, you hear the music, and he's getting ready to start singing, and then when he starts singing, you're like, "Oh shit!"
He's got some good moves.
Yeah, you're getting all set for this.
He uses an ambassador reel like I have. He's this is from Sweden. He uses a 6,000. Mine's a 5.
Is yours a red one?
I got a red one. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what Gene said Ronnie used to use.
Yeah, I got a red.
Was an ambassador.
Yeah.
Thinking of stuff that you used to have, that reminds me. We'll put something up right here for you, Craig, and see if you recognize it. A guy sent this to me, and you probably recognize this.
Yeah, my blue tour jacket, the one I've been talking about. Yeah, 1976. Yeah.
Donald Johnson bought that from you somehow, somewhere, and he sent me an email, and he said, "Hey, Griff, I thought you might be interested in this jacket I got. This is the one that Craig was talking about, not like the red one that Cassie had.
it. But it's in cursive, the same as the red one. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's got I can't find a picture. Well, I'll put a picture up there where you can see the fur jacket line or collar. It's it's got a fur collar on it, but I kind of like this one better than the other one, but the other one looks like an old baseball jacket,
Yeah, that's a bomber jacket.
That's a bomber jacket, but it's the same.
That's like a bomber jacket. The other one's just a satin jacket. Was
it MCA that gave this one out too?
I believe MCA gave those out. Yeah, I'm that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, it had to have been because that's got the patch on the front. Yeah, it had to be MCA because it's got that patch on the front, the 1970s, the baseball patch, and that came from MCA. That's part of their artwork, so that had to be MCA. And I'm almost positive that one came from MCA too, but that one seems to me like it came first. I might be confused.
The blue one or the red one?
The red one seems like we got the red one first, to me. But if the girls have one, we must have got the red one after we got the blue one. But I was thinking we had the red one first. But I might be confused. I got brain damage.
I might have to get in touch with Leslie and see if she can remember. She probably if Cassie had one and Leslie had one. So
yeah.
So I don't know, man. You got that's a long time ago. As a matter of fact, I think somebody said in here somewhere in the comments that someday soon, or it already passed, that it's 51 days since the first album came out, or 51 years since the first album came out.
Yeah. That's about right. 1973. Yeah. It would have been around. Yeah, it would have been around
8/31.
Would have been around September because they went out on tour with the Who. And I met him at the end of the tour, which was December the 7th. That's when they finished the tour with the Who. So they were out with the Who for a couple months. So that was November, October. Yeah. So that's
Jeff.
About when that album got released because it was brand new. Yeah.
Guy named Jeff. Yeah, says 8/31 will be 51 years since Skynyrd put out the first album. Yeah. That's a long ass time, Craig.
Yeah. 50 years. Yeah.
But
Yeah, I'm getting old. God, I've been old. I'll be late
Yeah.
for my own funeral. Hell, I am late for my own funeral.
Well, yeah. I mean, we all don't. None of us know when that's going to happen. So, yeah. That's so those jackets, Donald Johnson. Thanks for sending me those pics. And then you sold Cousin Figel's hat, Greg.
Yes, I did. Yeah, we mentioned it on the podcast and said, "Man, we'd like to sell it, get some money up for Cousin Figel." And then I got a phone call from Robert Wheatley, and he said, "Yeah, man," he said, "I'll help Cousin Figel out and buy that hat for us." So yeah, he's got a size 7 head, so it'll fit him. So he said he's going to put him up a stand in his living room and put that hat on that stand.
I guarantee you that hat's worth $5,000 to somebody.
Yeah, yeah. This is not now.
Yeah.
It will be. He asked his brother about it, I guess, and his brother said, "Yeah, man." He said, "All them signatures are on that hat, and most of them people are dead. So
Yeah, then
they ain't
they're
going to be signing any more autographs. So
and those are all Skynyrd related, and other bands too. I
yeah,
mean,
Jimmy Van Zant, he's passed away, and
yeah,
LJ, he's passed away, and Gary
Gary,
and
yeah,
Ian and got Billy.
yeah, that's a lot of signatures on Huey,
and Huey, and yeah, there's a lot of people on there that ain't around no more. Yeah, some
yeah,
of them signatures, because Cousin Figel doesn't really have a document of authenticity for it, so I'm gonna write him up one, because they're.
Wait a minute, did you sign it, Craig?
No, I'm not gonna sign it.
Why not?
No, I ain't gonna sign it.
Hey, Cousin Figel, man. I mean, and the guy who bought it might want you to sign it. I don't know.
Well, I don't have it. Cousin Figel has it. Cousin Figel is going to send it to him.
Oh, I thought you had. Oh, you had the pictures of it.
No, I don't have it. No, I wouldn't sign
Man,
it.
I don't know. Your signature probably belongs on there, and the guy that bought it probably would say, "Hell yeah!" But that's up to that's up to him. I know if it was me, I'd get you to sign it.
Yeah, I told him. He said he's going to put it in display in his living room. I said, "Man, if your house is at all dusty, that's a white hat, man. That thing." I said you better go to a police store and get you a plastic cover.
Yeah, one of those plastic
stick over for it rains. And somebody said you can get a glass case for it or something like that and put it up on a stand.
You could make one.
Yeah,
probably.
I don't know, but
somebody might make him one out of some maybe acrylic or Lexan or something.
It's his size. If I had that hat, I'd wear it. Some people I don't know would wear it or not. I would, like I said, if it was my size, I'd have bought it. But it would. My head ain't. I don't look good in that style of hat though. I've tried. I had one before and I didn't.
I think Ronnie's really him and Donnie are the only two that. I mean, it's almost like that hat was made for him.
Ricky had one back in his early days. I seen some old pictures.
Yeah, he could probably get away with it. He
did, and Jimmy Van Zant didn't look too bad in that.
Yeah,
hat, but certain people don't look right in that hat.
That's like Clint Eastwood looks good in those old Western hats. Nobody could look as good as Clint.
I have a bunch of hats, but I don't. I had that one, and I didn't like it on me.
But you know how to keep the maintenance up on those hats.
God, yeah, I have a form, a hat form. Well, I took care of the band's hats.
Yeah. So
when they'd get, especially Huey, he was going, "Craig, come and fix my hat," and I'd use that steamer and put and reform it. I can't block them and do a full hat restoration, but I can do little repairs on them, just heat up the beaver skin until it gets soft and reform it. But I can't start from scratch and do them. But
one that Cousin Figel has, is that beaver skin?
Oh yeah. All those real nice hats are all beaver.
Yeah.
That's
And they repel the water, right? So
I guess. I don't know.
must. I know beaver pelts are expensive. They
Oh
still
yeah.
trap them. Well,
Yeah.
not to change subjects or anything, but did you see where old Harley-Davidson is going woke?
I've seen that. Yeah, I haven't seen examples of it, but I've heard.
Yeah, there's people raising
I
hell.
saw Sturgis. Their display was kind of barren, and there was nobody looking at their stuff. And I've seen people with new Harleys, and they're putting
Pulling
tape
the badge off. Yeah.
they're putting tape over the badge and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and Indian is still made in America, and the Indians like, no, hell no, we ain't doing that.
What I don't know what caused them to go woke. I guess
The
they're
CEO
they're
of
writers. I guess they're
Harley's is supposedly, this is for entertainment purposes, but yeah, but he's supposedly going woke.
I guess Jesse Ventura has gone woke too. I guess he's the governor of Mississippi or Minnesota. Is that where that other guy's from, Minnesota?
Jesse Ventura ain't going woke.
Yes, he has too.
Like how?
He's backing that Waltz guy from Minnesota.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, what's wrong with that guy, man?
I
That's
don't
bad.
know. That's what I say. There's something's going on, man. People are changing. It's like something.
Yeah, but he was like conspiracy theorist
Oh,
from
but
hell.
he's from Minnesota, and that's where that guy's from. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, that's what I've been saying, man. People are changing. They're people you thought you used to know,
That's
man.
a damn
What happened
shame,
to
man.
you, man?
That's like saying
You've
Alex Jones.
changed.
I mean, him and Alex Jones used to
Oh my
bullshit
God, I know.
together.
That's what I heard. Jesse Ventura was back in that Waltz guy.
He don't back Trump.
I don't guess. I don't know. That's
Wow.
I don't
Wow.
follow everything. I can't. There's so much stuff being thrown at me. I can't consume it all. I'm still focused on the flat Earth.
Yeah, it's all
I'm
getting a
still.
little crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. That's
Well, we just jump right
everything.
into these comments here, Craig, about your visit to I saw Johnny Van Zant was on Sunday talking about, how great it was being in Ohio, and he didn't say anything about, hey, Craig, man, I heard you tried to come backstage, man. You should have let us know some other way, blah, blah, blah. Instead, he said something about, man, let's say some prayers for the plane crash survivors in Brazil on that plane that just went down.
Oh, that was something else, man. There was 18 cancer doctors on that plane, man.
Yeah,
doing
that's a
cancer
little
research.
suspicious.
Yeah. God, what's up with that? That's the main cause of that's what they're trying to give everybody, cancer, I guess. I don't
Well,
know.
they don't. These doctors were going to some talk about a cure, and they don't want to have that. That's like those investors that were on the Titanic that weren't on board with the Federal Reserve, and they went ahead and sunk the Titanic. Let me get my aluminum foil out to put my hat on.
What's our new name of our show? Conspiracy Corner?
Yeah, the Conspiracy Corner.
Oh God, yeah, that's a good one.
Well, it's something to be talked about because
Hey, hey TP, man, thanks for the coffee. I've been putting butter in it. I don't know. I still have to investigate, see what the butter does to the water and the coffee. I don't know what it's supposed to do. Something weird.
It sounds nasty, but I might give it a try.
No, it's actually I don't know. It's creamier than cream. Because I drink it black, but I've been putting that butter in it just because it's supposed to be healthy for you. I don't know why, but it's not bad. Kind of makes your lips kind of greasy.
Oh, it does? Is it give it a creamy?
Butter. It's like butter on your butter lips,
All right, let's talk about these comments here. Let me see. Scooter weed. I don't know if we've talked about scooter weed here before, huh? It's a new one there. It's not Skynyrd anyway, Craig, after Gary passed away. That should have been it. They just want money, and I won't go see them messed up uh, guys for what they did to Craig. I don't know. I might have changed a little bit of that there, but yeah, that's the gist of it.
It wasn't the band though.
A lot of people are pissed off at the band though. I'm telling
it
you.
wasn't the band. It's the management. The management didn't like the manager didn't like anybody that was close to Gary. Man, if you were close to Gary, you were on the dartboard to get fired. I was the last one. I mean,
why was that, Craig? How come?
He didn't want anybody around that was close with Gary, and it was real hard to get rid of me. You know, it was. You know,
but you don't know
like
why
a
they
band pack that will never fire Craig, but it ended up coming down to it. But I wasn't fit to be on the road. That damn medicine had me all messed up. Plus, I was pretty psychologically burnt out too.
What do they think?
It was so much different. I was so weirded out about that new management and the way things were being run, and all the crew guys were pissed off because the manager would cut deals with them, and then they'd get on the road and shit had changed, and they were bitching at me about it, and then I would talk to the band about it, and the band didn't want to hear it. They said they got this new management, and that's what they got the management for, to deal with all that shit that they didn't want to deal with, and they weren't going to step in on it, and the crew, you know, I wasn't used to the crew being treated like that, and you know, it was a messed up situation. You know, it just turned into a business. You know, and it was never like that before. We got, you know, after we left Charlie Brusco, things were never the same. You know,
Mary
when we were the Charlie, man, everything was still like a family. But then when we left there, it all changed.
Mary Smokey says it's called discrimination for turning you away, and it was heart-wrenching. She says it was just to be treated so disrespectful. I agree that, you know, whoever was responsible for it, you know, I'm like Craig, but if the band found out about it and, you know, and they didn't like reach out to Craig or whatever, maybe they should do that.
Didn't they write something into the fan thing like, oh, we didn't know it was Craig, and oh, you know, we're so sorry, we didn't know it was Craig, you know. But
well, I don't know if they'd said
seems
a bunch
like,
of
you know,
sorry.
I don't know. It just, if it was me and I was responsible for making that decision, I would like call the person that was on that airplane that, you know, that had that kind of trauma, and tell them, hey man, you know, I didn't know what was going on. I'm really, really sorry that you were denied entrance, you know. But
yeah, well, John Hartline,
I never got the phone calls, so that shows you how distressed they were about doing it.
John Hartline here agrees with you, says, I'm not blaming the zombie band. It's the entire organization.
Yeah, they don't go get whatever, like I said before, whatever management says, man, they're all tied up and not throwing a cog in the machine.
Oh, Palo Vincent. Yeah, Craig, them mushrooms make you feel like a chewed up piece of gum the next day.
At my age, man, I'll tell you what they do. God almighty.
He says, F the tribute band. And then the cake girl says, let's move on and do some jibber jabber and conspiracy theories, fat shaming, skinformation, and helping survivors. Not worry about the tribute band. Yeah, I agree with that.
Hey man, I ain't got nothing against that tribute band. Like I said before, man, Damien, all the firms I'm concerned, they, you know, they're doing their best to live up to the image of Skynyrd. I mean, like people like Damien and Sparky and the guys that are, have stepped in, and, Ricky and Johnny, and hell, Michael Carloni, the drummer's been there for 30 years. He's a great drummer.
Yeah, and see this guy here, John Morrow says, pretty shitty what that management did to you. I hope the band gets wind of it and makes it right. Well, they might,
No, it's already history,
So, Craig, suppose
Don't
you're
bother me.
visiting your son down in Florida, and you're sitting in some restaurant. Here comes Johnny Van Zant walking in. You guys will be all right. You ain't gonna have a problem.
Yeah, I don't have no problem with Johnny.
Yeah, he'll probably go, hey, Craig, how's it going?
I just hope maybe if Brandon or Joel Pyle or Powell, who've been trying to get a hold of them people, to get in, just to, their dad was part of that thing, and they won't even return their call. And maybe they'll, have more consideration with people that used to work with, like, to work with that band, like Billy Powell. Maybe you could treat him like family. That'd be pretty neat.
Well, I think that they do
Or
say they claim
Lee Wilkinson. Maybe you could treat him a little better.
Yeah, they claim that they're family, but look at all these people that are kind of been like put aside.
I shouldn't complain. They denied Artimus to get in too. Artimus had to sit in the crowd. How many years ago was that? So
yeah,
they act like this whole thing was an accident. Bullshit. He did it to Artimus 20 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
and then you tried to throw me out just a few years ago.
Where is that management out of? What state?
I don't even want to discuss it.
Yeah. I think you know where I'm going with it. Because it's probably a bunch of liberals. And we know how they think.
Down there around Dollywood, I think.
Andrea Slundell was talking about Ronnie. How violent was Ronnie actually? Both Gene and Craig seem to wipe it under the rug. You can read on the internet.
He wasn't never violent to me or Gene. So
she said.
I've seen it to other people.
Different things. Rouster, Ronnie the Rouster, the Ronnie the Monster. Maybe I wrote that down wrong. Sorry about that, Andrea. But yeah, she said that Billy, I guess when he said he was laying on the ground and after the plane crash, and he told in an interview somewhere, and he said, when I was laying on the ground, I thought to myself, thank God it's over.
Oh, God. I don't think that's what he was thinking.
No, I don't know, man.
He was more than happy to get back with the Ross.
I think I saw that, though. I think I saw that.
Oh, thank God. Thank God the crash is over, I guess.
No, I think she thought he meant thank God this freaking tour is over or something, maybe.
Thank God. No, thank God we're sitting on the ground and it's over, I think.
Yeah, that's what I'd be thinking.
I don't know, man. Yeah. If you're going down in a plane, you hope to be sitting on the ground and say, "Thank God that's over." Yeah, I would say that's what he meant. Thank God that's over with. Now we can deal with what we're got left. But that part of it's over with. Yeah, that's tough, man. When you're facing death like that, I never really worried about it, but some of the guys said, that, their life was flashing in front of their eyes, and, like I said, I was kind of weirded out right there at the end. I was kind of I had my butthole puckered up for sure, but I thought we were going to belly slide it in that damn pipeline. I thought I was laughing, but oh well.
I know that, like when you're in a car, usually when you're in a car wreck, it's so fast that, usually it's instantaneous. Somebody pulls out in front of you, slam on brakes, you're usually, it's the whole thing's going to be over with within a few seconds. But in that plane crash, and you're up in the air, and they say we ran out of gas. That's how long did it take, Craig, to get to the ground after you heard about it? It was out of gas.
Oh, it wasn't. It wasn't even 5 minutes.
It
wasn't even 5 minutes. I just realized I had this shirt on. I put this shirt on. I was looking through my shirts for a shirt for today and found this Skynyrd shirt. See?
Yeah. Yeah.
My work shirt.
I got on my work shirt and we didn't even call each other.
I used to wear this one at my motorcycle shop.
Yeah, that's what this is. This is that motorcycle shirt that
Full Throttle Saloon.
Full
Throttle Saloon.
Yeah, I used to buy and sell Harleys. I had a bunch of Harleys, and that's why it made me sick when I found out that they went woke. Because, it just destroys the value, although the value needs to come down anyway. But I guess it'll be all right if they get unwoke. But Harley, man, I love to ride a Harley. This ain't nothing like a Harley.
I saw Automotive is selling his one Harley. That's a nice one. I'd buy that thing. I said
I sent him a message.
I rode my Banshee today for a little bit.
I sent Otto a message and I said, "Hey man, are you going woke on that Harley?" And maybe that's why he's selling it.
Oh, he's a biker now. Oh, he's all involved in this new business he's in with his ticket thing.
Yeah, is he doing good?
Oh, he's trying to. He said that's a wide open business for tickets. You can kind of just invent your own.
Well, it's nice to know somebody that's in the ticket.
Yeah, I was telling about all the theaters, and
maybe we can get some French benefits.
Yeah, if you can break into Atlantic City, some of them places, in New York City, and the Ticketron, I guess, is having some issues. I don't know. Maybe people want to get away from them, so it's kind of a good time to get into that.
I don't know though. This election year, though, Craig. We were talking.
Yeah, we're just about in a world war. I mean, it's like imminent. The
only thing you're going to be selling tickets to is a freaking funeral.
We're fixing to go to war. The Iran and Israel is fixing to go to war, and then China, and Taiwan, and that's going to stop. That's going to stop the election. We'll be in a world war here before the election comes up. So they're hate to break your heart, but there's not going to be an election. They're going to have us in a war to stop the election. So
yeah,
that's my prediction, anyways. And we don't have long. We got about. This should be happening in about 60 days, I'd say. We're going to be in a full world war, so we'll see. Well, I don't know what podcast will that be by the time in 2 months. That'll be we do 12 a month, so that'll be we're at 208, so yeah, about 230 we'll be in a world war.
Yeah, just make sure you go get some good canned food that that's not bioengineered.
They say that's not even going to help you in this one, man. It's
why?
I don't know, man. They're talking about some crazy stuff, man. Everything's all full of aluminum. There's just aluminum is everywhere. Everybody's full of that aluminum.
Damn, I might as well go get my pistol.
Turn on these things. They're going to wipe out a bunch of people.
Greg, I think I'm just going to go stick my head in the oven now. I'll talk to you later.
I don't know. There's a whole bunch of conspiracy about there being two suns. Now, I haven't seen two suns. Saw pictures of them. And this guy was explaining why it's there. He said it's like, if you put a magnifying glass, when we used to pop ants, we'd take a magnifying glass and hit it, and we'd make ants explode. So that's what they're doing with that other sun. They've got a lens in front of it, and they can focus that thing, and they can set fires and stuff. So
I saw a thing where the sunflowers were were turned away from
Pointing
the
the wrong
sun.
way, yeah.
But
yeah.
I was talking to somebody that told me, a friend of mine told me that when the sunflower gets seeds in them, they turn away from the sun. So I don't know. It could be a conspiracy on the conspiracy now, maybe. I'm starting to like wonder if these people aren't trying to get us all freaked out. So we,
I don't know,
gotta
man.
go take some pills.
People are setting out watermelon and saying, I don't know, but I set this watermelon outside and nothing will eat it. That's pretty crazy when animals won't eat something. And then bananas are supposed to be all freaking weird, but they're not. They're supposed to, if you unpeel it and leave it set on the counter, it just stays white. But mine don't. I get organic ones, but they seem to be normal. But those big bananas are supposed to be some kind of GMO anyways. He said the only real bananas are them little bitty things that are like the size of your finger. Those are the only real bananas. But God, them big juicy bananas been around for 70 years.
Oh yeah, they bred them to be big like that.
But they say you're supposed to eat watermelon. You're supposed to eat the seeds too. That the seeds are some kind of cancer. But you've grown up your whole life and been taught not to eat those seeds, but it turns out you're supposed to eat those seeds. You're supposed to eat, except for tomato seeds. I don't guess those are any good for you. But
I always heard that a watermelon plant would grow out of your ear if you swallowed the seed.
I guess the seeds are supposed to be good for you. So.
But that's all the comments, Craig. Let's wrap her up, man. And
yeah.
Happy trails and happy. What's today? Wednesday?
It's Wednesday. Yeah, it's hump day. It's back to work. Back to work, hump day, and it's it's almost halfway through the month here, and it's I don't know about there, but it's supposed to be pretty nice today.
I heard there was a little cool front blowing through up your way.
No, it's supposed to get up at like 85 or something today. It's been a little bit chilly for us.
Yeah, the past couple days it was like 95, 96 inside my house.
It's not been bad up here.
And I tried to play my guitar, and I was like, wow, I'm in Hell House. It must have been at least 90 degrees in Hell House, huh, Craig?
Oh, God, yeah. Oh, God.
Would you say? Did you guys ever have a temperature in there taken or anything? Thermometer?
No.
No,
it was.
Were they just sweating your ass off in there?
Yeah, and it was out there in the middle of a field. There was hardly any shade.
Did you go outside to try to cool off, or?
Yeah, go outside and cool off. And there was no shade out there. It was hell. It was called it the hell.
Yeah, the trees weren't that tall. They were not that many tall trees.
Yeah, there's not many. Yeah, there's not many trees out there.
Yeah, they was kind of like scrub.
Because
I remember when I first went out there before they started building the houses in there, it pretty much looked like it did back in the day. Just wasn't any buildings, and it was just like a lot of scrub. Just a dirt road and scrub. All righty.
Okay.
Happy trails.
Yeah.
Hey, how's Kathy doing with her leg?
Oh, yeah. Thanks for reminding me. I don't know. I haven't really talked to her. But she's going to do a Saturday night special this Saturday.
Oh, cool. Okay. Great.
Oh, yeah, I meant to. So we can look forward to that, another Saturday night special with the lovely Kathy Gozzi here this coming Saturday. And that's been podcast 209, Wake and Bake the Morning Buzz, episode number 88. And happy trails to you until we meet again. And see you later, alligator, at the Wild Crocodile. And that's a wrap. Cut.